BTS's V reported to Mexican ambassador. Fans outraged and confused. What if the line between fandom devotion and outright delusion blurred so dangerously that it dragged international diplomacy into a K-pop squabble, turning a diplomatic handshake into a flash drive full of emoji-fueled accusations? In the glittering world of BTS, where 7 young men have woven a tapestry of music, vulnerability, and unbreakable brotherhood that spans continents and generations, a recent storm has erupted, not from scandals of the stage, but from the shadowy corners of online obsession. On October 10th, 2025, whispers turned to roars across Korean forums like Instiz and global social media platforms, as a netizen's audacious claim surfaced. BTS's V, the soulful baritone known as Kim Taehyung, had been reported to the Korean ambassador in Mexico for allegedly bullying his bandmate Jimin, Park Jimin, the ethereal dancer whose every step radiates quiet resilience. This wasn't a casual tweet or a heated thread. It was a meticulously compiled dossier, allegedly handed over at a high-profile cultural event, leaving netizens worldwide scratching their heads in a mix of disbelief, amusement, and outright fury. It's the kind of story that feels ripped from a satirical novel, yet here it is, unfolding in real time. A testament to how the digital age can amplify the absurd into the alarming. At the heart of this peculiar saga lies a post on Instiz, one of Korea's most vibrant online communities where K-pop discourse thrives alongside everyday gripes and gleeful memes. The anonymous poster, identifying as a self-proclaimed protector of Jimin, detailed their investigation into V's social media habits on platforms like Weverse, BTS's official fan app. The smoking gun? V's selective replies to fan comments. According to the accuser, V consistently ignored messages from accounts without specific emojis in their usernames, namely the tiger and bunny duo. In fan lore, these aren't just cute icons. They're shorthand for Taekook, the beloved ship name blending Taehyung, V, and Jungkook, the golden maknae whose wide-eyed charm has melted hearts since BTS's trainee days. The claim escalated wildly from there. By favoring these Taekook enthusiasts, V was supposedly inciting a wave of negativity against Jimin, fostering an online environment where anti-Jimin sentiments festered like unchecked weeds in a garden. It's a narrative so stretched that it borders on performance art, evoking a sense of tragic comedy. How does a simple heart emoji become evidence of malice in a group whose members have publicly professed their love for one another in songs like Spring Day and Microcosmos? As someone who's followed BTS's evolution from scrappy underdogs to global icons, this feels less like betrayal and more like a heartbreaking symptom of isolation, where one person's unfiltered passion morphs into harm, reminding us that behind every screen is a human grasping for connection in a world that often feels too vast. Delving deeper into the evidence, the post painted a picture of V as a digital gatekeeper, cherry-picking interactions to subtly undermine Jimin. Screenshots were shared, grainy captures of Weverse threads where V's warm, playful responses lit up comments adorned with tiger bunny flair, while others languished unanswered. The accuser wove in tangential threads, old fan wars from 2018, when shipping debates first ignited army divides. Whispers of Jimin's high school bullying, a painful chapter he shared in BTS's Burn the Stage documentary, where he recounted weight-based taunts that scarred his confidence before dance became his armor. Even V's own past vulnerabilities, like the elementary school betrayal he recounted on V Live in 2017, waiting 3 hours at a fake birthday party location, gift in hand, only to learn it was a jealous prank. These fragments were stitched into a conspiracy quilt, suggesting V's actions echoed some unspoken rivalry. But here's where the absurdity peaks. In BTS's universe, emojis are currency of affection, not weapons. The tiger evokes V's fierce artistic spirit. Think his ethereal paintings shared on Instagram, blending surrealism with raw emotion, while the bunny nods to Jungkook's playful innocence. The very maknae V once defended fiercely during trainee hardships. To interpret this as bullying feels like peering through a funhouse mirror, distorting brotherly banter into something sinister. It stirs a quiet unease in me, a reminder of how selective reading can weaponize innocence. After all, V and Jimin's bond is etched in history, from their 95-line soulmate confessions on Sutwita to V's tearful high school anecdote in 2020's In the Soup, where he admitted raging at friends for ignoring Jimin, only to learn it was a misunderstanding born of care. This accusation doesn't just perplex, it aches, highlighting how fragile trust can be when fandom turns inward. The plot thickened in a way that no fanfic could have scripted. The accuser didn't stop at pixels and posts. They burned their proofs, an eclectic mix of screenshots, timestamps, and speculative essays onto a USB flash drive, transforming armchair detective work into a diplomatic delivery. The venue? Proyecto Industrias Creativas de Corea, Lecciones para América Latina, a September 2025 seminar in Mexico City co-hosted by the Korean Embassy and the Center for Research and Teaching in Economics, CIDE. This wasn't some underground fan meet. It was a beacon of cultural bridge building, drawing policymakers, artists, and industry titans to unpack South Korea's creative economy blueprint, a model that's propelled K-pop from Seoul basements to billion-dollar exports. Picture the scene, sleek conference halls buzzing with discussions on HYBE's Latin American expansion, where the company behind BTS launched Santos Bravos earlier this year, a reality show scouting 16 Latino talents for a groundbreaking boy band infused with reggaeton rhythms and K-pop precision. Mentors like Kenny Ortega of High School Musical fame and producers who've shaped Shakira's hits mingled with embassy officials, all under the banner of Lessons from Korea's Hallyu Wave. How BTS's 2021 UN speech on youth anxiety generated $12.4 billion in cultural exports, or how Squid Game redefined global streaming. Amid this symphony of ambition, the netizens slipped in, allegedly cornering the Korean ambassador and a HYBE Mexico staffer to hand over the drive, pleading for legal action against V. Proof of attendance, badges, programs, even selfies with event banners flooded the Insta's thread, turning a professional networking hub into an unwitting stage for personal vendetta. It's a scene that evokes a surreal blend of awe and alarm. Events like this are meant to sow seeds of collaboration, not harvest grudges, and the fact that it unfolded in Mexico, a nation where BTS's 2017 Wings tour sparked national holidays and fan armies rivaling soccer fervor, adds a layer of cultural whiplash that leaves you pondering the unintended ripples of fame. Netizens' reactions cascaded like a digital avalanche, burying the original post under an onslaught of sarcasm, sympathy, and sharp-tongued takedowns. They're out of their minds. Fans, seriously, just stop. One commenter fumed, echoing a chorus of exhaustion from Army veterans who've weathered scandals from the 2014 controversial shirts flap, Jimin's atomic bomb tee sparking Japanese backlash, to V's 2015 snack shuttle elementary tales resurfacing amid 2021 bullying probes. How crazy do you have to be to actually go all the way to the embassy and do something like that? Another marveled, their words laced with that wide-eyed incredulity that comes from witnessing fandom's dark underbelly. The thread ballooned with hundreds of replies. Some dissected the logic fail, emojis as hate incitement, in a platform built for positivity, while others unearthed parallels to past Allkpop frenzies, those toxic solo stans who've pitted members against each other since BTS's I Need You era. One user quipped, "It really doesn't make sense that someone that mentally unstable managed to attend an event where even the Mexican ambassador was present, personally hand over materials, and not only wasn't stopped, but even proudly posted proof of it herself, lol." The laughter masked deeper concern. Security lapses at a diplomatic gig, the ethical rot of dragging innocence into delusion, and the sheer audacity of bypassing HYBE's Mexico team, who could have quashed this on site for an ambassador's ear. Scrolling through, I felt a pang of protective fury mingled with sorrow. These aren't faceless avatars, but people whose lives intersect with BTS's in profound ways. From Mexico's army-led charity drives post-2017 earthquake to global petitions amplifying Jimin's anti-bullying advocacy. It's exasperating yet illuminating, a mirror to how unchecked obsession erodes the very community it claims to champion, much like the AOA scandals of 2020 that exposed industry-wide fractures, but ultimately spotlighted resilience. To grasp the full bewilderment, one must zoom out to BTS's bedrock, a brotherhood forged in fire. V and Jimin aren't peripheral players, they're the emotional core. Their 95-line synergy a fan favorite since No More Dream rehearsals. Recall V's 2020 Break the Silence confession. Mistaking friends' silence for bullying Jimin, he confronted them, heart-pounding, only to uncover a harmless mix-up. A story that humanized his fierce loyalty. Or Jimin's own scars, shared in BTS monuments beyond the star, where high school taunts over his Busan accent and physique fueled his dance devotion, turning pain into Filter's confident strut. These aren't footnotes, they're foundational, countering the accusations narrative with irrefutable warmth. The takehook emoji fixation? It's playful shorthand in a fandom that thrives on such whimsy. Tigers for V's bold artistry, bunnies for Jungkook's endearing mischief, mirroring how ARMY codes like purple hearts symbolize eternal love. Accusing V of weaponizing this feels like slandering a hug as assault, especially when HYBE's Weverse fosters 50 million monthly users in safe spaces. And the event's context amplifies the irony. Proyecto Industrias Creativas celebrated Korea's soft power, from BTS's 2018 Olympic performance uniting 2 billion viewers to HYBE's 2023 Latin pivot, blending K-pop with Latin flair in projects like ILIT's regional tours. Handing bullying proof there? It's as if crashing a peace summit with a grudge list, underscoring how one person's echo chamber can echo globally, leaving a trail of confusion and calls for accountability. As the dust settles, or rather swirls chaotically across timelines, the incident underscores broader fissures in K-pop's fan ecosystem. Allkpop, those hyper-focused solo fans, have long been the fandom's thorn, from 2016's Jimin Jungkook V-Live harassment myths, debunked as affectionate play, to 2022 Weverse threats pitting V against Jimin over shipping. Yet this embassy escapade elevates it to farce, prompting soul-searching. How does a group that penned Love Myself amid UN youth forums end up defending against emoji espionage? Netizens' negativity isn't just backlash. It's a collective exhale, laced with pleas for mental health resources, echoing BTS's own advocacy, like RM's 2019 Harvard speech on self-doubt. One comment resonated deeply. What's more, the HYBE Mexico representative was also there, so it was definitely a situation where she could have been stopped right on the spot. It highlights procedural gaps, fueling debates on fan event security, much like post-2023 Coachella protocols after Blackpink crowd crushes. Personally, it evokes a weary admiration for BTS's grace under fire. They've navigated atomic teas, Nazi hat optics, and death threats. Jimin's 2017 barrage post-serendipity. Emerging stronger, their discography a balm for the bullied worldwide. This tale, perplexing as it is, isn't just gossip. It's a cautionary chord in their symphony, urging us to cherish the real harmony amid the noise. Yet, in the quiet aftermath, there's space for reflection on the human threads binding it all. Imagine the accuser, perhaps a lone figure in Mexico City's vibrant sprawl, army light stick in one hand, USB in the other, convinced they're a vigilante for justice. Fandom's double-edged sword, empowering through global choirs like BTS's 2020 Grammy performance, isolating via echo chambers that amplify 2018 shipping wars into 2025 diplomacy dramas. Broader context enriches the irony. Korea's creative industries, lauded at the very event disrupted, owe much to BTS's blueprint. Their 2013 debut amid trainee poverty birthed a $5 billion empire, inspiring Latin adaptations like Hybe's Santos Bravos, where 16 hopefuls from Mexico to Argentina train under K-pop rigor fused with salsa soul. Sessions on Estrategia de Crecimiento de Hybe and America Latina dissected this: how BTS's Weverse monetized fan bonds, generating 1.5 million paid subscribers by 2024, or their anti-bullying PSAs post Jimin's disclosures, partnering with UNICEF for Love Myself campaigns that donated $3.3 million to youth trauma relief. Handing bullying proofs there? It's poetic injustice, clashing with the seminar's ethos, lessons from Hallyu's export surge, where K-pop's 2021 $10 billion haul outpaced Hollywood in some markets. Netizens' confusion morphs into critique. Calls for embassy fan vetting akin to UN's post-BTS youth summits, or Hybe's expanded mental health hotlines, building on 2022's idol wellness initiatives after Suga's enlistment reflections. Peeling back layers reveals BTS's anti-bullying ethos as antidote. These 2021 Africa TV resurfacing, elementary service boy taunts for his Daegu roots, mirrors Jimin's arc, both channeling adversity into art. V's jazz-infused blue and gray, Jimin's vulnerable friends. Their duo tracks like Friends 2020 affirm this, lyrics crooning, "You're still my best friend," a direct rebuke to division. Fandom history amplifies the sting. 2015's RM Black comment backlash taught humility. 2019's Jimin girlfriend rumors exposed privacy's fragility. This incident? A microcosm of escalation, from Weverse whims to ambassador audacity. Perplexing because it inverts reality. V, the defender, accused. Jimin, the survivor, unwitting pawn. As X, formerly Twitter, erupts, Ponchoa posts garnering 640 likes, threads dissecting gay criminality, the sentiment coalesces. Bafflement breeds unity. Fans rallying with #ProtectBTS, echoing 2023's anti-hate manifestos. It's oddly heartening, this collective recoil. In a post-military BTS era, Jimin discharged June 2025, V soon after. It reaffirms their North Star. Music as mender, not divider. Ultimately, this embassy enigma lingers as a quirky footnote in BTS's epic, a reminder that even icons cast long shadows where obsession lurks. Netizens' "what the hell" chorus, from "fuck off Jimin's fans" barbs to empathetic "get help" nudges, mirrors the group's own growth, from No More Dreams' raw rage to yet to come's hopeful gaze. No official word from Hybe yet, but silence speaks. Focus on artistry, not absurdity. As Mexico's army, who've turned BTS concerts into national fiestas, reclaim the narrative, sharing event recaps sans drama. The story fades into lore, a cautionary emoji tale. In its wake, a deeper appreciation for the bonds it sought to fray. V and Jimin's laughter in the Soup fishing trips, their harmonies lifting butter to 3.6 billion streams. It's perplexing, yes, hilariously, heartbreakingly so. But in BTS's world, curiosity yields to connection, turning even the bizarre into a bridge back to what matters. 7 souls, one purple thread, weaving through the chaos, unbroken.